This is Barney Sentner for 1660 Information Radio. They haven't played for 2 years, but the Alter Knights and Fairmont Firebrids will meet at Rouch Stadium, 7 o'clock, Thursday, August the 18th. Last time they met 2 years ago, Alter won the contest. The score was 21-7. Of course, the legendary coach for Alter is Ed Domsitz. 45th year overall, record of 355, those are wins, 157 defeats. He started his illustrious career in 1976 at Trotwood Madison, also coached 10 years at Northmont. Now, Alter's in the Greater Catholic League. If you're not familiar, they're in there with foes such as Baden, McNicholas, Carroll, Chaminade-Julienne, and Fenwick. Of course, it was an abbreviated campaign last season for them and many others. Went 4-1 in the league, 8-3 overall, finished strong. 4 postseason victories before a season-ending playoff loss to Columbus St. Francis de Sales. Now, they have some gaps to fill. They lose their quarterback, Brian Shane, 655 yards passing, 595 on the ground. They lose the number 2 tackler in the GCL. That would be James Keeley Jr. They lose the number 5 tackler. They lose their top wide receiver in Patrick O'Connor. Actually, it's Patrick Connor. And they lose a 1,700-yard rusher, the offensive player of the year in the GCL. That's Brandon McDonald. He trotted for 394 yards against Trotwood Madison. Now, a couple of athletes to keep in mind, to keep an eye out for on the Alter front who are going to be playing this year. That would be 6'3", 295-pound defensive lineman Derek Shepard. He is going to the University of Cincinnati. He's a second-team all-league performer from last year, nationally touted as a top 50 prospect. Then there's 6'3", 220-pound linebacker C.J. Hicks. He's going to be a Buckeye at Ohio State. He is considered the state's number 1 high school prospect and 5th best linebacker prospect nationally. So you have Alter and Fairmont going on Thursday, August the 18th, 7 o'clock, and 1660 Information Radio at radio1660.com will have the broadcast shortly before 7 o'clock. I'm Barney Sentner for 1660 Information Radio.